So people ask me, what are you doing on the computer? First off, you start off with, okay, so we'll skip this. I'll chop this video for you. So, people ask me, what are you doing on the computer? Can't. Okay, so you got this thing called GPU programming, and there's not much on the internet about it, because everyone's fucking nerds, they can't face the camera. I think. But you know, you can learn. I started off in good old 2000, and then I was let's start the story at 2000. I might just chop all this shit. 2000, I was learning Direct Draw. Then I soon learnt out I was learning the wrong one, and I was supposed to learn Direct 3D. So I switched over, and then I learnt how fucking horrible that Microsoft fucking confiscates their code on purpose to make it tricky to use. But all you have to do is take all the gibberish, and once you know the system, you can wrap it into something a lot fucking smaller. Yeah, and I suggest you fucking learn how to do that, because typing it out is a fucking complete pain in the butt. There's so much crap to fucking write in fucking DirectX, I wouldn't fucking bother. But what do you get out of it after all the typing? Well, what you get is you get a very confused, elongated, horribly elongated journey into unlocking the threads on the fucking GPU. And all it comes down to is a 3x4 loop, which just isolates them in a cube, and then you know that's how it starts its threads. If you want to write it on PC, you'll get it done in fucking less than a page. But you know, when you're learning how to do Microsoft code, it's going to take you a lot longer than that. And they make sure you can't touch anything. You can't. When you get the desktop screenshot, they make sure it's a horrible compressed file. When you try to download, when you're using like the Windows Media Foundation, you're not touching any format except for your own. Because like they secure all this crap. They stop it so you can grab the screen and grab the sound. Why? Because you can steal movies that way. And that's why some things are a total bitch just for the sake of them being a bitch in programming. And when you start off, you talk a whole lot of crap. But I'm telling you, I don't know why they make things so complicated. Because of, yes, we need to have this little side feature, and now the whole code base has to include every little side feature you can possibly think of that goes into it. But the actual kernel of freaking CUDA or Direct Computer, whatever, all it is a 3-tired for loop which just starts threads for you. And then the nightmare commences. So then you can really, a cool thing I've been doing lately is, yes, I'm using this CPU sort of made up version of mine, and because you can, HLSL will completely, like 99% convert, it's just a normal C. If you like, you just got to get the operator overloads and the polymorphism, which you never ever say, because that word, you can say fancy words, and they just they mystify it for people that watch. They go, "Ooh, he said a fancy word," but it's just bull crap. Because like when you're, oh no, I can't think. Like when you're putting on your neutron stabilizer, you know, all it happens to be is a roll of alfoil or something like that. You know, but you call it the fancy word instead. So what are you doing? So Direct Compute, you need a tutorial on it. Well, I just told you. I told you the heart of the situation. And every single bit they just chucked on the fucking API, you don't need any of it. If you just want the raw power of the GPU, thank you. That's all you fucking need. So, why the hell is the GPU so much faster than the CPU? Well, you know, they don't try when they make CPUs. They only just start trying a little bit when they make GPUs. And if they showed you the biggest GPU they fucking made, you'd get your knocks socked off. Because the consumer market is based upon just gradual building, like leveling up on your computer, and it costs a fucking shitload. Like if you've got a chip which has 2 billion GPUs on it, you can sell it for fucking $100 trillion and set yourself up for life if you want. But fucking don't get shocked when you get that much money. It'll kill a man. Now, do you reckon you could do it? How many tries have to be? Not much. But you know, I've got a step better than that. I reckon I can just do away with GPUs entirely if I just fucking had a RAM stick communicate to itself. And the way they make computers is pretty dodgy. The designs aren't that freaking good, but I think that's the way they like it. So these days, it's not how much of a computer you got on your computer chip. It's how many fucking computers are on it these days. That could be like that ages ago. Everything's guarded off by the guys upstairs, a bit like the Total Recall movie where they just guard the fucking air because they're fucking we're open when they gradually release the air of the planet. We don't want to send that all at once, so people get too shocked because it's getting too amazing too quickly. That's why the head honcho at Total Recall, he makes a whole lot of sense. Because just think, man, who goes to the arcade anymore? Because he's got better games than home. That sucks though. And that was back when you almost had friends, because you used to go play kitty games together, and now they're just gone. So what are you going to do? Oh yes, I now learnt on the resistors how to read the colour chart. You just, you know, the way you read it is you start from the beginning and you go like, bright ones don't count. And then if you go across a bit, there's 2 more bands and they get worse and worse. So you know you've got a heavy resistor if it's bright on the right. If it's bright on the left, you go like, oh, it still could be low power. Yeah. But if it's black in the middle, it's one of those little piddly little resistors. And just to, you know, stop infinite shorting or something. So yeah, so I'm planning on making one of those billion GPUs. So I was going to put my oscillator together because that runs it, and then I got to put down every single fucking bit into the bastard. And I'm thinking about doing it using caps. So it has to be pretty freaking tiny, teeny tiny, and we'll get it up to 128 gig, and we'll call it fucking kicking everyone's butt. Because your system's slightly different from theirs. Every bit counts as a potential core. It's just how you want to split the RAM stick up. It's how many cores you got. So if I got it to like say a terabit, then it'd be pretty fucking big, but it'd be freaking as chockers. It'd be fucking cool. So direct compute. You want a tutorial? I just gave you one. And what's the point of having all this reckless amount of computing power? It's nowhere near as reckless as a quantum computer. When you really know, you really know. Otherwise, you're just dreaming.